Hi, everyone. Welcome back to All Kinds of Advice podcast. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj. We know that Nicki is on a world tour. You know, she's going to she did a US, and I think now she's doing a Europe leg of her tour. She was supposed to perform in Amsterdam, I believe, today. But the drama that surrounded that, we are here to talk about the tea regarding that. But before I go into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Let's keep it growing and flowing. So Nicki Minaj came online today. She posted, a video, on her Instagram in which she stated that she feels like her tour is being sabotaged. Like, someone, I guess, behind the scenes is trying to sabotage her tour. She even alluded to the fact that she had fired, a previous tour manager and that sort of thing because they were like stealing money from her or profiting money from her and that sort of thing. But in my personal opinion, like if you get the opportunity or the chance to work with Nicki Minaj, like why would you be doing slimy stuff behind her back to lose that opportunity? And then when you lose that opportunity now and she calls you out, like that's going to impact you for future work because celebrities are sort of like, whether they like each other or not, like if you had a bad experience with one celebrity, other celebrities are not going to want to work with you because they feel like you can't be trusted. Like this is crazy. But anyhow, so Nicki Minaj, like, as I said, she was doing her performance in Amsterdam. And then for some reason, before the flight, like her bags were quickly checked. And then, I guess after the flight, they were telling her that they had to check her bags again. And then she got annoyed because she posted the video and you could sense that, like, from her tone, she was annoyed. She's just like, okay, why are you searching my bag again? Like, isn't this something that should have been done prior to the flight? Like, why are you checking it again? And the man came out and told her, because she was filming, the encounter, that's why they sort of wanted to search her again because they believe that, she has more drugs than she had mentioned. I was like, this is crazy behavior. Like, I'm starting to kind of believe her that maybe people possibly could be trying to sabotage her because it's like, why would you check someone's, luggage or whatever, like before the flight and then you're checking it again? I know there is instances that does happen, and I'm not saying like, the people at the airport or customs is not supposed to search. That's their job. That's what they're there for. But to, blatantly tell someone the reason why you're searching it again is because the person was filming it online. And I'm actually happy that Nicki Minaj filmed this because I feel like they would have tried to do her more dirty had she not had proof. But they had to humble themselves when they seen that, she was filming this. So any wrongdoing, they would have been at fault or they could be sued. So, they pretty much said that she was carrying, I guess weed. And, they sort of have an issue with that. But a lot of people online are commenting and saying, like, isn't weed legal in Amsterdam? But then some people are also arguing that, although weed is legal in Amsterdam, you shouldn't be carrying it on your possession. If you want to buy it in Amsterdam, that's a different thing. But I guess when you have it, in your belongings, that you're sort of like trafficking, it kind of seems that way. So Nicki Minaj. This is why I love Nicki Minaj. Like, she will stand up for herself and she has no behavior. And she's not here for the shenanigans and she will stand her ground. So the guy comes, to her vehicle and he's saying that, she must go to some vehicle. I guess she's being arrested. And Nicki Minaj is like, okay, but why am I going? Like, what is the reason? And they couldn't really give her a valid reason. He's like, like pretty much like you're going in this vehicle. And they arrested her. And then Nicki Minaj, what I really, really liked is the fact that she's like, okay, what's the address of, where you guys are taking me? What is the address of the jail? Like, what is the address? And the guy couldn't tell her what the address was. And I was like, this is so crazy. And Nicki Minaj stood her ground and she goes, okay, I need a lawyer. And you could tell like the guy that she was interacting with, like he was humble. Like, he was treating her, in a proper manner. He didn't raise his voice or anything. He even apologized. And I was like, this is how you know, like, people could hate Nicki Minaj all they want. They have to respect her. She commands respect. And the thing is, a lot of people don't like Nicki Minaj because they find her cocky. They feel like she's washed up. Nicki Minaj is not washed up. Nicki Minaj is not washed. Hey! Nicki Minaj is not washed up. Nicki Minaj is here to stay. Whether you like her or not, that's the truth. And I'm going to talk the truth. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people feel like, Nicki Minaj, she's like super cocky. She talks her shit. She has all right to. She's good and she knows she's good. That's the thing about like Sagittarius people. They tend to kind of give off like, this arrogance. It's because they know what they know, and they know that they're good, and they know that, they're one of those people that are best at what they do. So I feel like I don't get mad when Nicki Minaj comes off with her arrogance, and she talks her shit, because she can back it up with her actions as well. There's a lot of people that, talk their shit or pretend like, they're the shit, but they don't back it up with actions. Nicki Minaj is going to back it. She's talented. We see that she keeps putting out bobs after bobs. Her music is really good. It's catchy. And I feel like, that's why her fans appreciate her music so much. Not only is she passionate, but her music is fun to listen to. I'm sorry. Like, that's just what it is. It is what it is. So they arrested Nicki Minaj. She was not on live for quite some time because I guess, they had arrested her and she had to go through all that legalities and stuff like that. And then now she's free, like they let her out. But unfortunately, she had to obviously postpone the show. And I'm like, this stuff could have all been avoided. Like, okay, and then here the next thing too, guys. They actually fined her. So she got fined for bringing in the weed. And then Nicki Minaj mentioned that, the weed is not hers. The weed is her security. But obviously she was carrying it in her bag, right? So they actually, arrested her for that, as I said. And then they also charged her on top of that. And it's probably like a big hefty fine. And I'm seeing people online are saying that, this was pretty much like them sabotaging, her performance for that day. And also they did it also because they know she's a celebrity and they want to like get money off of her. It could be so many different things, but once again, Nicki Minaj came out on top. Nicki Minaj cannot be stopped. She's here to stay, and there's nothing people could do with it. And I feel like people should get it together and just leave her alone at this point. That's what I'm thinking. That's my personal opinion. And I don't know, I don't care. I love me some Nicki Minaj. I love me some Nicki Minaj. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And this is how Nicki Minaj has like the best fan base. They will ride for her. They had barbs, I think, like apparently they were calling up the jail cell where she was at, or the address where she was at. They were calling up the place. I heard that they were outside as well, like where they had taken her. And like, even when they freed her and she was at her hotel, she came on live for a little bit and they were saying, Nicki Minaj is free. Nicki Minaj is free. And they were chanting for her. Like, I don't know. This is why Nicki Minaj is hated, because of her fan base. They really, really like her and love her in real life. And she also shows appreciation and love for them too. You know what I'm saying? She's not one of those people that, treat her fans, bad. She's extremely grateful towards them and that sort of thing. But I'm just happy that she's free. Although the concert had to be postponed, I'm sure some people perhaps lost money because of that. But then, it will all be worth it in the end when she has that new date that's released. And obviously, this is not her fault. Like, she feels that people are sabotaging, her tour. And it's just so sad to see. But let me know in the comment section below, like, what do you guys think? Do you feel that, Nicki Minaj's tour is in fact being sabotaged? Do you feel that, the reason that her tour was canceled is because of the, allegedly the soft drugs that she was carrying, which, they said it was weed? Do you feel that, Amsterdam perhaps Customs stopped her because they were trying to make money off of her because they know she has the money and she's a celebrity? Let me know what you all think, and, in the comment section below. But Barbs, Nicki is free. Come on now. Nicki is free. Come on now. Nicki is free. All right, guys, that's my take for today for All Kinds of Advice podcast. And I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Take care. Ciao.